And you know how we do. Yeah, I got the juice, yeah, I got the juice. Whip game cool, make them look like cool. Always play it cool, that's the biggest rule. Forget what they doing, keep on doing. I've been making loot since like 22. Ask me how I made it right here in the booth. I'm always pursued cause of what I pursue. That's greatness, yeah, I gotta make it, I got things to lose. Boy, wanna get in my crew, boy, you can't get in my crew. Me, XL, and Huber, way too fireball. When this joint drop, better call the troops. And when you hear the drop, better raise the roof. Better raise the roof. You already know what happens when we link up. Let's go. Yeah, I got the juice. Yeah, I got the juice. Whip game cool, make them look like cool. Always play it cool, that's the biggest rule. Forget what they doing, keep on doing. You know what time it is. Marvin Devine, Huber, Axel, and you know how we do.
People wishing for a burner. Killing everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Fuck bitch, you beat it. How do you watch it? Fucking no beat it. Body for wallet. Killing everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Timmy, Turner. People wishing for a burner. Killing everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Fuck bitch, you beat it. How do you watch it? Fucking no beat it. Body for wallet. Killing everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Timmy, Turner. People wishing for a burner. Killing everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Fuck bitch, you beat it. How do you watch it? Fucking no beat it. Body for wallet. Killing everybody walking.
The team will compete in the FTW Virtual Pro Gaming League.
People wishing for a burner. Killing everybody walking. I watch you fucking the beat, body for body. Killing everybody walking. Know that it's on the finest.
Hello guys and welcome back to the official Virtual Pro Gaming live stream. Earlier on we had two matches in the English Esports Premier. We had Scunthorpe United lose 3-1 I think it was to Rochdale. Some fantastic goals by Rochdale, a top left corner. If you want to check that out, it will be on our official YouTube channel. For the match for the European Premier, we have Thunder AUK taking on FTW Legacy. One of the best teams from France taking on one of the best teams from Portugal. Kickoff is due in 6 minutes time. Let's take a look at the tables of the Premier. as you can see, there is 16 teams in this league, but we're only going to show top 10. Colossus Soccer sit in number 1 with 25 points. We have FTW Legacy sitting 5th with 17 points. It's quite close. And Thunder AUK, they aren't in the top 10, but I would say that they are just a few points just under Heads Up, who sit in 10th. Some fantastic teams in this division. 16 teams from around Europe, but the best teams in the world all in one division go head to head to be crowned the winners. Let's take a look at some of the leaderboards. We have the top managers from last week. Obviously it's based on points, so the more wins you get, I think it's 5 points per win, and it looks like OFR manager was informed the most, with Settle Bob sitting on top for OFR Esports. Then we have Colossus Soccer in 2nd place on the most recent form. Is FTW Legacy? No, FTW Legacy aren't on the table there, so that means that they haven't been on form in the past 5 games. Thunder AUK, they haven't been on form either, so it's going to be kind of a close match today. Both teams aren't on form, but we both know that both teams tonight are fantastic teams and looking to get the 3 points. My prediction, I probably will go with a 1 or 2-0 win for FTW Legacy, but we know if Thunder AUK do turn up and they're on form, then it could go the other way. Let's take a look at the top scorers for this division. We have Goxon, still number 1 with 10 goals. We have Luca for EGN in 2nd place with 7 goals. We have CTS Otto in 3rd place with 4. Tony's also got 4. Evan for War Kids and Mark for OFR with 4. Clausen and Shine for Digital Sports and Ghetto Boys with 3 goals, and Styler and Rico for War Kids and Boys in the Hood on 2. The top scorer points, they might have updated. This was from the other day. I do apologise, and this is probably a few more players have actually probably scored more. Yeah, so let's move over to tonight's lineups. For Thunder AUK tonight, they are playing the 4-3-3 formation. They have York in goal. In left back, they have Rafinho. 2 centre backs, they have Case and Isabatis. And in right back, they have Tugal. Sitting for Thunder AUK tonight, in CDM, they have Reiki. 2 centre mids, they have the manager, Sakan, and centre mid, John. Playing the front 3, they have in left wing, Sammy. In right wing, they have Mafu. And in striker, they have Teddy. With the lineup for FTW Legacy tonight, they are playing, it looks like the 3-5-2 formation. In goal, they have Payne. 3 centre halves, they have Cruz, Spit and Vip, I'm going to say. 5 in midfield, they've got the left mid, which is Sky. 2 centre mids, they have Rasta Arta and Fabio. In right mid, they have Daniel, and playing in that central attacking midfield position, they have Petro. The 2 strikers for tonight for FTW, they have Tiago and Reba. So for tonight's clash, Chris, who do you think's going to win? Obviously 2 strong teams looking to get the 3 points, both of them not on form. What are your predictions for tonight, Chris?
I think it's difficult to say. I think Thunder AUK have got the tactical advantage in terms of shape for this evening. But having seen both of these teams before, I quite fancy FTW Legacy to sneak the win here. They were very fast-paced and nice one-touch stuff last time I saw them, and I think that might get around the single DM of Thunder AUK in their 4-3-3 today.
Most definitely. It's going to be a close game. Both aren't on form. So hopefully FTW do pick up their their 3 points tonight, because obviously they're in a better position than Thunder AUK at the moment, and they want to push towards the cash prize positions in the Esports Premier. Let's take a look at the tables again before we go on to the match kickoff arena. Here is the table. Obviously FTW sitting in 5th with 17 points. Thunder AUK aren't on the table at the moment. They are a few points below Heads Up in 10th. Colossus Soccer, one of the top teams from Spain, are on form, sitting comfortably in the top position. OFR on 21 points. I know they are a couple games behind. If they win them, then they will go top. They'll be looking to make a big statement. Obviously last season they were the first German team to win the Esports Premier, and can they do it for 2 seasons in a row? Boys in a Hood, another fantastic team from Germany, currently in 3rd position with 21 points. Digital Sports, another team from Germany. It does look like the German community, the teams are growing, and like they're going to dominate the scene for a few FIFAs to come. We have Limit, an English side, in 6th. War Kids, another German side, in 7th. Rising Rain, another German side, in 8th. EGN from Portugal, and Heads Up from Spain. The English side, obviously we had Season lead the competition, which was a shame after they lost the Champions League final. I think they had a few issues in their team, which they folded. Obviously it happens in pro clubs. In the future we do hope to see them come back. They were one of the best teams from England, and now it's just we have a few English teams in the division below, the Champions League winners T90, and a few others as well that will be in the Premier next season if they get promoted, and they'll be looking to make a statement, of course. Okay, so let's take a look at the kickoff area between Thunder AUK and FTW Legacy. Okay, it looks like Thunder AUK are just lobbying up, as you can see on the screen now. Kickoff was due 2 minutes ago. We do apologise for the short delay. I'll just confirm with both managers, and kickoff should start in 2 to 3 minutes time. It looks like Thunder AUK are now ready. They are just waiting for the FTW. They have asked for 1 minute, and then kickoff will begin. What is your predictions, guys? Let us know in the chat. Obviously we are live on 4 platforms at the minute: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. What did I say? Facebook. Twitter, I mean, as well. Let us know your predictions. Wanted French Esports, welcome to the stream on Twitter. It looks like they are sending now. Chris, obviously pro clubs is growing around the world, obviously in regards to like media attention. It is in our World Cup, we're getting that. Like we have the Libya guys who had a World Cup last weekend that reached, I think it reached around 30 to 40,000 people, 1,000 live viewers, which is a fantastic number. Obviously it's just EA at the minute that we do hope that they do get involved in pro clubs in the future, but obviously we know that 1v1 is making most of their money. So in terms of pro clubs being at EA events. We probably won't see that for another FIFA or maybe 2, depending on how things go with the lawsuits. I know that a few countries have done some lawsuits against EA in regards to the gambling in FIFA Ultimate Team. Obviously, I wouldn't want to see FIFA Ultimate Team like shut down altogether, but in terms of like how it's all worked, it needs to change. And if it does change, then it looks good on pro clubs, most definitely. Like, we know that in like FTW Legacy, like obviously the best team in Portugal, they have attended some pro clubs events. I think it was with the FPF. It was like a Portuguese partnered league. And yeah, the events looked really good. It's just obviously EA, they just don't care about pro clubs, and hopefully in the future, they obviously know what we're doing, and a few other leagues, they know what they're doing as well. Hopefully, in a few FIFAs to come, you never know. Hopefully I might see you at an event, Chris. I'll be striker, you'll be left back. You know how it is.
I don't think you'd catch me at left back, but yeah, no, I'm all fine with that. It's a fascinating one. I mean, it does feel like we're very much on the cusp of things at the moment with pro clubs, and that we're really not far away from some big moves being made. If only, I mean, as you mentioned, with some of the problems with Ultimate Team at the moment, maybe that could see a further influx of players going towards pro clubs. But all I can really say to anyone watching tonight that might not have dabbled themselves in pro clubs and have just stumbled across this stream, perhaps, just give it a go. It's one of those things. It's what online gaming was meant for, was this aspect of community and playing with friends and what have you. And I mean, you don't have to be playing with real life friends. It's the joy of making friends online, and what better way to do that than to celebrate the game that you all love, football, in what is undoubtedly its best format in terms of gaming with FIFA. And pro clubs is just the right medium for it. It's the closest you get to real football in the game. With Ultimate Team, you've got the boosts of like chemistry and what have you, which influence style of play. But pro clubs, it's very much a lot more of an even playing field, and you're relying on individual and tactical skill, which is much more like football.
It's more of like it's what football is about, like teamwork, working together, and even like real football clubs around the world, they're getting involved as it involves their community. Like, they can get all the fans involved, make the fans feel connected. But yeah,
exactly. It's a great way of getting the kind of younger technology generation involved in, engaging with them as fans as well. But anyway, here we go, and we're about to get underway here in this Esports Premier match between Thunder AUK and FTW Legacy. It should be a big game here. Two massive clubs, not quite at the heady heights that they'd probably expect at the start, but no denying their quality at all. And we have Thunder AUK, if I'm thinking right, going from left to right in the white. Yep, and FTW on the right in the black. The ball falls through to the goalkeeper there, taking his time over the clearance, but it is going long towards the middle of the pitch. And well defended. What's an opportunity there for the interception. Nearly got through on goal, but referee blows for a foul after leaving a late leg in there. Quite a deep line, actually, on the defence. Normally, I see quite an easy tendency for defences to really rush up as high as they can on free kicks, but playing it safe there. Nearly got very fortunate with the little scoop turn on the run. It's another good challenge. Lots of tackles flying around there, but Thunder AUK come away with the ball. As I say, I'd be very interested to see how this game goes with the two different matches in formations. Thunder AUK playing in the 4-3-3 and the 3-5-2 for FTW Legacy. It's a lovely ball by the centre back there to free the man on the left-hand side. Space in the middle. The shot's away, and it's a good save out for a corner for FTW Legacy. Normally, I would say that Thunder AUK have the advantage just based on purely just the tactics in play, but having seen these two teams before, I really think that FTW Legacy could cause some problems with their their fast possession control. I use the word control loosely. Normally that means holding onto the ball aimlessly and just annoying the opposition. But FTW Legacy tend to move the ball up quickly and with purpose at all times. It all also depends on whether these Thunder AUK wingers can get in behind the defence. But at the moment, it looks like the high line is being played by Thunder AUK. Goalkeeper always tending to go for that short delivery. It's worked out again this time. Nice passing play as expected. Nice little cutback. Waiting for the run of the supporting midfielders. It goes out towards the left-hand side. Fabio with a little spin and a short pass into his compatriot in midfield. Good challenge, though.
What a ball.
It's a lovely ball. Has the flag gone up? It hasn't. He's through.
Oh,
Hit the post and then rebounded off Teddy's face and out for a goal kick.
the sweaty was on. He should have gone for that option, but
You should have done, but you can excuse it. I mean, the finish was nearly there in the end, and I have no doubt in my mind that if the shot was an inch further left than it was and it flew into the top corner, everyone would have been cheering. So you can see both sides, but you are right. There was a selfish and an unselfish option there. Will that opportunity wake FTW Legacy up a little? Lovely bit of play there on the ball by the defender. Trying to go over the top again. There's plenty of opportunity to get in behind with teams that play three at the back because you tend to have the middle centre-back operating more like a sweeper. And so there is a tendency to play attackers onside for the long ball. Which is why I normally tend, by default, to try and give advantage to the teams playing wingers against three at the back. But that's a lovely ball. I've got to stop talking and guessing what's going to happen. As the through on goal, it's a lovely bit of defensive strength, though, as he's cleared away for a throw-in. FTW there with a fake throw-in, but the ball is won by Thunder AUK. Will they go long again, or... They're going to try and be a bit more progressive in midfield. Just looking now, it does appear like there's a substantial size difference between the two teams. Thunder AUK looking like they're about, on average, 2 inches taller than each of their opposition players. Lovely run on the left-hand side, waiting for the runners to try and get past their man. It runs out of space on the run, approaching the byline. Another good challenge. Is this another corner? It is. Legacy here. They went for the edge of the box on the first opportunity. They're going to try something different on this one. Goalkeeper patrolling the 6-yard box, goes towards the back post. That's an interesting choice in delivery back across goal. Wild calls over from the left-hand side. You can see the speakers. It's over towards the edge. Turns. Great block. Don't think the goalkeeper would have had a chance to react to that one. Out onto the right here for Thunder AUK. Does strike me that FTW Legacy are playing the objectively better, in inverted commas, football. But the glorious opportunities have gone to Thunder AUK so far. Oh, the ball bobbles from the goalkeeper. Great composed play by the defender again. Could have easily given the ball away, much like we saw in the earlier game in the English Esports League game between Scunthorpe and Rochdale, where the defender bundled it in front of the striker. But yeah, Thunder AUK there. Some fantastic composure on the ball in their own penalty box. Dribbling past the defender in order to make the space for the ball. Nice one-touch stuff up the field, but well tackled. Long ball potentially on that left-hand side. Eventually finds him, only to get tackled. Nice dinked ball towards the middle.
from what I'm aware here, I think that FTW Legacy are missing a few players due to, I think, is there a game on in Portugal, from what I'm aware?
I'm unsure.
I think they are missing the main striker, the one who called himself God, but
Oh, right, yes, I do remember now.
he's missing tonight.
Well, they're still putting in a good show tonight. It's just not been clinical so far, but definitely in the balance still this game. Nice ball through onto the right. Trying to get in there, and the defender does well to react as quickly as he did. And there is the half-time whistle. Had chances mainly for Thunder AUK. The one in particular was the ball on the right-hand side. Shot coming across goal, hitting the post. And not falling to Teddy at the back post, instead hitting him in the face and bouncing out for a goal kick. But definitely Thunder AUK looking like they are the more dangerous going forward. It's not to say that FTW Legacy aren't putting in a good performance either, but they'll be hoping for much more attacking intent in the second half. As you say, that may be down to absences for this evening, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's still a 0-0 draw. Obviously, Thunder AUK did have that great opportunity in the first half that hit the post and bounced off the player's head. But apart from that, there hasn't been much chance creation. So hopefully in the second half we can see some more goals, and here we go.
Yes, here we are as the second half gets underway. We've got FTW Legacy going from left to right in the black, and Thunder AUK in the white. Long ball attempted over the top to try and catch the potentially sleeping defence, but they are awake to it. Bit of space here in the middle for FTW Legacy, but that's another good challenge. Bit of a desperate shot there on the turn. Could have potentially tried to drag that back and create some more space, maybe for a teammate. But instead, we've got the counter-attack here going down the right-hand side. Not much in the way of support from teammates, but it's well worked. And there is a late challenge there, which results in a foul. Going short here, tries to spin around the outside, and his own teammate tackles him from an offside position, giving away the free kick to FTW Legacy. Very much pinned into their own final third, though, so this will be interesting to see how they deal with this. Pumped long down the wing towards the left-hand side. Well received into the middle. It's a nice ball into the middle. Good bit of deflections going everywhere. Difficult to really challenge where that, to see where that ball was going, but it's been passed out onto the right-hand side here. Good little drag back. Trying to find runners. They are being well covered by FTW Legacy. It's a lovely ball across again. Defender gets a toe to it, but that's not enough to deal with it fully, and recovers very well. It's unfortunate not to lock onto that ball there, but here we go again with the counter-attack possibility here for FTW Legacy. Space in the middle, well found. There is a ball over on the left-hand side, but the defenders move to cover it. Nice touch. Oh,
That was the goal they needed there. But
it really was. Sorry, I'm in shock a little bit there that was a goal kick. You'd expect at this level that the goalkeeper would be forced to at least make a save, but just to miss outright from there is...
He'll be beating himself after the game after that miss.
Well, yeah, if the result doesn't go in their favour in the end, then yeah, it's one of those that will definitely sit on the back of his mind for quite a while. Especially if his team are missing players, and you want to use this opportunity as, you want to take it with both hands and say, hi, I'm here, pick me. But to miss a chance like that, it's... Unforgivable's a harsh word, but it was a very... very easy chance in the grand scheme of things at this level.
It's unforgivable.
Well, I'm glad you went there and not me. You're the one being quoted, not...
I just hope he doesn't get dropped next game. It would be quite harsh.
Well, it would be, but if he's stepping in for someone that's not here or just for tonight, then that's quite possibly likely. Here we go again, though. Nice ball over to the middle of space on the left. is found, but the defender read it well and stepped across early on. Here we go again. Thunder AUK looking for that space over on the left. Another long ball over to him. Must have been screaming out for that ball all game because it's a lovely ball to the back post. That's a wonderful finish on the volley. Lovely, brilliantly found out on the left-hand side from the cross. And now I think the FTW legacy striker really will be suffering internally.
But what a ball that was. And then
it was gorgeous.
He well took it down, did a bit of skill, crossed it in, and Mafu with a nice volley finish to the bottom left. A fantastic goal there.
Lovely clean finish with that. Well struck. Going for the cross again. As much as I don't like, it's very easy to dismiss certain styles of play as wing bashing in pro clubs. Nomenclature. Just borrowing that from our French friends here in this match. But it is nice to see the occasional cross being put in.
Yeah, you don't really see many people doing it. They usually just cut back and play it safe.
Yeah, it kind of screams out for it. Like in this scenario here, I can understand the drag back, but see the cross, it's a viable opportunity. If that defender is just 1 foot or 1 step in front, it's just much easier finish than trying to work it, passing it into the box. Unfortunately offside there, but FTW Legacy have got about 15 minutes of this game to try and get back into it. I'm struggling to see where it would come from.
I thought this game would go differently. I thought, obviously in the previous matches we have seen FTW Legacy dominate games, but this game I think missing the players has affected them.
Yeah, no, that's the impression I'm getting. Plus, as I say, that the goal and every single good opportunity they've had, Thunder AUK this evening, has come from the fact that they've got that very wide sitting left winger. He's away again if he's not seen though. But yeah, every opportunity has been from the long cross pitch ball to the left winger, who has just got so much space because the narrow back three. Here he is on the ball again, in a free roll it seems. Slowly drifting back over to the left-hand side. But it's FTW Legacy on the ball. Well won back again. Going for that long ball over the top again. Cut back is on to the edge of the area, but that's a lovely bit of skill to get past his man. Fortunate with the bobble, but here he is again. Oh, that's selfish play. What's he doing? Oh, my word. Just hit that at goal.
Who was that? Masu? Something like that.
Cannot remember.
Mafu, sorry. I think that was Mafu.
Should be able to tell you now. It doesn't seem to go 5 minutes without the ball being played to him. So here we are. Oh, name didn't show up. Brilliant. But no, it's that was such a glorious opportunity to just wrap up the 3 points, get the job done.
Did the play get in his way? I'm sure someone got. I'm not sure.
They did, but
it's Sammy. It was Sammy.
Sammy. But it's the opportunity. Oh my word! I mean, it is the 90th minute now. I can kind of forgive them for not trying to attack quite so vehemently, but yeah, it's some frustrating moments for both teams in this match. Although Thunder AUK will be able to swallow that bitter pill a little bit easier if they do hold on to the 3 points. Doesn't really feel like either team really deserves to win this. A draw would have been fair with the lack of chances created overall. But the final whistle does go, and we do have a winner here in the form of Thunder AUK. That wonderful finish after the cross from the left-hand side finds its way to the back post. But the FTW Legacy striker will be hanging his head in shame after that miss in that second half. Either way, it's been an absolute pleasure to watch this one between two huge teams in VPG Esports Premier. And Aaron, over to you.
Yeah, obviously it does show like the level in the league that we have. Obviously FTW Legacy, they were in the top 4, top 5 in the league. Thunder AUK, I'd say they're in the bottom half table. So it does show the level that Thunder AUK can dominate FTW Legacy for the whole game and come out with the 3 points. So yeah, that is tonight's match over. One moment. Okay, guys, so that is tonight's match between Thunder AUK and FTW Legacy, which ended in a 1-0 win for Thunder AUK. I think the goal was Mafu with that nice volley that we saw that hit into the bottom left-hand corner from that nice cross. Thunder AUK get the 3 points here today. Check out both games on our YouTube afterwards. They'll both be uploaded. Thunder AUK, which you just saw, will be on our YouTube channel, and we'll also have Rochdale versus Scunthorpe United, which was played around an hour ago. But yeah, that's it from me and Chris. We'll be back on Thursday. We won't have any Esports Premier action. We will be broadcasting the Champions League final for the Xbox platform between two great sides. Can you remember the names, Chris? Was it Dynamize and Venom, I think?
Yep, I'm fairly certain those are the two.
But yeah, we'll see that match broadcasted on Thursday. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
People wishing for a burner. Can't let everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Fuck bitch, you beat it. How they watch you fucking no beat it. Not if you want it. Can't let everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Timmy, turn. People wishing for a burner. Can't let everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Fuck bitch, you beat it. How they watch you fucking no beat it. Not if you want it. Can't let everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. Timmy, turn. People wishing for a burner. Can't let everybody walk. You know that it's on the finest. Nothing to beat it. How you watch it, but you know beat it.
But the team will compete in the 11v11 Virtual Pro Gaming League.
People wishing for a burner. Can't let everybody walk. How you watch it, but you know beat it. Can't let everybody walk. Know that it's on the finest.